blinked in once, OD and BKB. They should have just backed after that once they took the tower, because then they wouldn't have had to buy back. And now it's going to be a 5 push against not a 5 push on the dire side. PA does have a BKB though, so it means she can go very ham on the heroes. She's probably going to want to pick off the OD first, because he's possibly the weakest hero that they have. However, that being said, none of those heroes are actually that weak. They're all quite strong, really. And so they're just going to go straight for the melee racks. And they're probably going to get it. They don't have a Fortify, and they don't have the ability to instantly blow up the heroes. And so a small misplay like that, just coming from where the Lion not really, the Lion not really just knowing that the ODO is going to BKB right at that second. But as soon as he blinked in, I should have realized that the Lion is essentially dead, and there's no saving him. And unfortunately, a little bit of an overextension here by it looks like Sansalt. They are definitely going in hard here, and Lion's just dead. So Lion's gone, and now it's instantly turned into a 4v5. So PA has to make this up. So PA has to make up for this 5v4 by just killing another hero. And she's managed to kill the Night Stalker, which is a nice kill, and then the Jakiro. So PA is definitely pulling her weight here as a carry, but it's just, unfortunately there's just too much. And the sick jukes there, just teleporting around the tower. Unfortunately, Clockwork not realizing fast enough that PA was TPing out and missing the stun. So losing at Rax, still not really worth it for Sansalt. They've lost their Rax, not only that, but they've also lost a couple of heroes. And so PA just coming in and just going, you know what, you shouldn't have been here, you shouldn't have been there, Jug, just being way too far out of position. And Taylor Swift just blowing him up. And this is the power of the PA, you've got to be really respectful of it. So I'm really expecting to see a Basher or possibly, maybe even a Desolator or something. Just go crazy with PA, because if you blink in and you get a nice Desolator and a crit off on a hero, the Desolator applies its effect first, and that's a massive amount of damage, and you can get huge crits on heroes. And something like OD, if you get 2 1k crits in a row and just pray to Iron Jesus, that's a dead hero. He's just not coming back from that, and he'll be forced to buy back, just waste his gold. It's essentially like a very cheesy all-or-nothing build, though. And Jakiro just buying a ton of wards on the Radiant side, just going, you know what, guys, let's make sure we see everything this time and stop dying. Sand King just getting a nice juicy bit of farm here. I'm expecting an Aether Lens next. Gives a nice bit of range increase to him. What have we got for the Viper? Viper's got his mechanism up and looking towards a BKB, so that's pretty good. As far as golden experience goes, yeah, it was in Sansalt's favour. It was heavily in their favour. And then they unfortunately just that 4v5 fight with the OD BKB, which pretty much meant the Lion just got picked off. And yeah, just not really making the best effective fights. And an invisible Night Stalker, the literal boogeyman, just running through the team. Broodmother just bottom doing Broodmother things, being split pushing. Not really seeing another item progression, however, she did have to buy back, so this is something that you can capitalize on a lot. If you've just managed to force them to buy back, you fight them again before they've got another item, and essentially you fight them in the same terms, however, you've got another item, whereas they don't. And Night Stalker, unfortunately, can just find... Yeah. And so the Boogeyman has found his prey, and that's just it. Yeah, that's goodbye.
Goodbye, Broodmother.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Gem on Night Stalker, which pretty much means even if she was invisible, he could see. Ooh, and Sansalt going for the smoke, but unfortunately the Clockwork just scouting it out. But that does mean they know that they're there, and I think they're going to go for the push. I mean, Sand King's a little bit behind, but if Sand King gets caught off here, that's it. That's game over. Oh no, please. Wow, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant for Sansalt. They couldn't have asked for a better scenario. They're all grouped up. They're all going for Roche. Sand King is going to come in and wreck everybody. He's got to go quickly, though. He's got to go quickly. Come on, Sandstorm. You know this is happening. You know this is happening. No! Okay, so they're going to go for the Night Stalker instead of actually going for the Roshan. Probably a little bit of a misplay there. I would have got the Sand King to go in and just ult in the Roshan pit. But however, an ult there is just as good. So PA's got the Basher up, and PA's just going to come along and just kill everyone. There's a Monkey King bar on the Juggernaut. So yeah, it's hard to say, essentially. The Sand King you really wanted to go for an ultimate in the pit and then just fight in the pit with a blink. You had the cleave, you had everything, and they were all in a tight spot. This right here might be the ending fight, unfortunately. Sand King, Sand Salt almost coming back into it. Really good fights there, really good play by both teams. WeHateJun just being a little bit more aware of their positioning and, a bit more aware of their draft. So, bunch of buybacks here. And the OD's definitely gone. However, he's got the Aegis, so that's a bit scary. Now, PA's realizing that, OD's the bigger kill here. Let's definitely go for the OD. And that OD's probably going to go down. Unless PA gets body blocked quite often, and then the OD manages to escape. So, OD not actually going down there. Sansol not losing another set of racks. Not losing really much. So, the buyback's definitely preventing them from losing the game. But it's a slippery slope essentially. You can see with the graphs and the XPs are starting to go up. The net worth is definitely going up. The XP not so much, just because of the fact that they're splitting up and they're still getting a lot of experience there, and they are killing heroes that are higher up. Everyone saw the TP there, Night Stalker. Unfortunately, when you TP to a creep. So, we just got PA here with the buyback gold, unfortunately. Ooh, okay. So this could be a good pick-off, but this could also be really bad. If PA spots this, and PA wants to go... Oh, no, unfortunately, PA has been spotted.
Yep.
However, the BKB is definitely going to help her, but she's got nothing, essentially. And tanking has to ult here. He's got to try and time it right with the BKB. Oh, no. And he unfortunately gets stopped there, and the BKB... just not really being quite effective on the PA. And the TP out Night Stalker just managing to survive with the TP out, just barely surviving, probably because of the Greaves. And essentially, this is pretty much it, really. This should be the final push there. And so Jakiro just with the Greaves there, managing to keep the Night Stalker alive. And that's a game, yeah. So, well played to WeHateJun. Unfortunately, Sand Salt will be forced into the losers bracket. However, they'll definitely have another chance to come through in advance. Just slightly better played off on the side of WeHateJun. Just a little bit more coordination and a bit better team fighting going on, a bit better positioning in it, and just end result just coming through with it. Slightly more efficient trades, essentially, on the side of WeHateJun, as well as the the Witch Doctor ban. I'm not sure where that came up with that, but I'm assuming that's probably, they've got their reasons for it. So, basically, Sansalt going to be locked into the losers brackets, and H Skux or WeHateJun will move on to the next bracket of the ODL tournament. Cheers for tuning in, and we will catch you later.
Okay. Okay. No, maybe.